Oh, there's already a big line.
Huh?
There's already a big line.
Oh. And a big line.
In 1874, a regiment came up from Elgin, Illinois to hunt and camp and fish and all those summertime activities. But they wanted to buy an acre of land here. At that time, this land was owned by a farmer who didn't really consider this land to be very desirable due to the fact that you couldn't really farm on it. So he was more than willing to sell these men some land. But for whatever reason,
Private, honey. I don't know about this. Huh?
Can't see what that sign says down there.
Yeah, it's private. It said private.
Okay, well, let's stand right here and take a quick picture and then we'll go. Oh, it says private property. You're right. I didn't see it.
Huh?
Well, the signs are really small.
See? We're
Can you
always...
take a picture though out to the water?
Yeah, I'm just taking a video already. This is a private. Ah, private property.
College football. It's a birthday.
Ah,
Available at Walmart.
private property.
O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. Need advice? We've got advice. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people.
It's
doing
good
their
if
part
we
to
ask
make
the
sure you
guy.
have it. Exceptional customer service.
But
Just one part that makes
There's
O'Reilly.
Well, instead of having the sign clear down there, they ought to have the sign right out here.
yeah, it's a small sign. It's really nice. It's overlooking to sit
Yeah,
over
it's
here. But we cannot stay long. It's a private property. Private property. Everything here is private. So, balik na kami sa hotel after the boat ride. It's expensive this place, honey, to park. You need to pay the parking lot. There's no free in the America. Ang mahal. So, balik na kami sa aming hotel. Woo! Oh my god, my bag, it's really heavy. Woo. Ah. Gosh. Are you okay, honey? You need inhale first?
It's in there, isn't it? You brought the inhaler.
Hmm? Oh, it's almost full.
building this home all the way back in
that the house there,
1899. They originally called the mansion Younglands. As you all will
What
be able
building
to
is that
see
there?
very shortly,
Is that the house or
it is an Italian-style palace. Now, Adiak's father had sadly passed away in Germany, and he and his mother moved to the United States in the middle of 1859. Their family was quite wealthy while living in Germany. However, they were virtually penniless upon arrival to the United States. Young actually started off by selling costume jewelry from a pushcart on the streets of New York City. But as you all can see, he amassed quite a fortune for himself. How he made his fortune was in the real estate business. The first home was actually torn down this past winter. It was a lovely Spanish-style home, and if you want to know exactly what it looked like, just take a look at their birdhouse over here, right by the boathouse. Basically a mini replica of what once stood. Built in 1906 for Edward F. Swift, son of Gustav Swift, founder of the Swift Meatpacking Company down in the city of Chicago. Originally known as Villa Hortensia, named after Edward's wife Hortense. I do urge you all to get your cameras out for this next home because it is considered the most beautiful home here at the lake. Known as Wadsworth Hall, we completed in 1906 for Norman W. Harris of the Harris Trust and Savings Bank down in the city of Chicago, known today as BMO Harris Bank. In the 1920s, it was owned by Walden W. Shaw, co-founder of the Yellow Taxi Cab Company, and was renamed the Stenning. By the 1930s, it was owned by the Shaw's son-in-law, Daniel F. Peterkin Jr., who was president of the Moore Consult Company. It stayed in that Shaw-Peterkin family for nearly 80 years until it was sold to an investment advisor named Richard Driehaus. Mr. Driehaus was a very generous man, donating over $96 million to charities for his organization. He was very charitable because sadly, Mr. Driehaus did pass away in March of 2021. He was also known by us locals for his very lavish birthday parties he threw for himself each year. His most notable, in my opinion, was probably his 66th birthday. It was themed Route 66, and he displayed classic cars right there on the front yard. As every single one of his 1,000 guests entered the party, they received a key as a party favor. Some of us it may seem a bit strange, but I can tell some of you are catching on to what I'm about to say. There was a brand new bright red Corvette parked right on the front yard, and if your key started it that night, well, happy birthday to you. He always ended his very lavish birthday parties with a very lavish fireworks display that usually cost $250,000. Some other examples of his stunning parties was 007, Phantom of the Opera, and The Wizard of Oz, where he exited his own birthday via hot air balloon. That home was eventually sold in January of 2022 for the low price of $36 million, which is now a record here in the state of Wisconsin. Behind these trees, this lovely home is known as House in the Woods. Constructed in 1906 for Mr. A.C. Bartlett. He is a wholesale hardware distributor and founder of what is now known today as True Value Hardware. Because the contractor, Richard Suter, was busy building the large Swift and Harris homes at the same time, special plans had to be made so this home was completed on schedule. Mr. Bartlett went to Delavan, Wisconsin, that's a mere 10 miles away from here, and ran into P.T. Barnum, who kept his circus there in the off-season. He borrowed his 3-ring circus tent, erected it on site, and heated it so construction could continue through the dead of winter. The reason it had to be completed on schedule was because it was supposed to be a surprise birthday present for Mrs. Bartlett in the spring. Now, quick show of hands here, disregarding taxes, disregarding prices, disregarding money in general, who here would want to live on the lake? Fair amount of us, fair amount of hands down. Who here thinks they can afford to live on the lake? Why is that always the reaction I get, I wonder? Well, for those of you who, want to live on the lake, let me just crush your dreams a little bit further as I talk about just how expensive it is to live here out on the lake, specifically the land itself. Now, land around here is very, very expensive. It can range anywhere from $20,000 to $40,000 someone else's dream home down and build yours in its place. We've already seen evidence of that in our tour today.
But they're not graders. But they're team leads.
Maybe.
Past the modern homes on the ridge, so above that flat lawn is an old home known as Bonnie Bray. It's the one with the red roof and chimneys. Bonnie Bray was built in 1881 for Judge Thomas F. Withrow and named after his daughter, Bonnie. In 1897, Bonnie Bray was purchased by Mr. and Mrs. Martin A. Ryerson. They were in the lumber and steel business and had the good fortune of being the heir to one of the only lumber yards that survived the devastation of the Great Chicago Fire. They were very generous supporters of many of Chicago's institutions, including the Art Institute, the Field Clubbing Museum of Natural History, and the University of Chicago. They were also very big party hosts back in their day, entertaining guests such as the Fords, the Firestones, the Rockefellers,
That's nice.
and Thomas Edison, and Claude Monet. I'll draw everyone's attention to Pier 82. It's the one with the red and white striped awning right over here. You'll notice this gray home that's practically in the water at this point. This is the original boathouse for the Bonnie Bray estate, originally taking up over 1,200 feet of lake frontage. Built before the turn of the 20th century to house their steam yacht, the Hathor. And where those large bay windows are right in front of the home, that is where the original doors were for the boathouse. However, it has since been converted into a single-family residence, so they couldn't quite keep large boat doors there, so they opted to put a window there instead. Now, it seems like it would be the perfect view of the lake. No trees, no docks, nothing obstructs.
Oh, honey, there's a next trip. Look at that. Oh, honey, hold this one. Just take me a video like that. Hold it. Yes, yes.
No one's ever in 10 years ago.
Sweetie, they're going to go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Inside the building there.
Okay. Gitu aja. Popcorn. I like popcorn. I like popcorn. We're done. The restroom? I don't know. Maybe over there. Where? Hanap ka ng bathroom. No? No? Not?
Oh, I saw them earlier. Probably out here.
Maybe. Are you looking the restroom? Find it ba? Maybe there. Here. Pero ano yun? Kawawa naman yung asawa ko, guys. Nakapagod yan sa trip namin kasi so talagang naghagok. Naghihilik yung asawa ko na matulog, guys, kasi napagod yan kasi 2 hours kami dyan kanina. 2 hours kami sa lake na nag-tour. So, ayan. Ang ganda ng sa labas. ganda ng ano, ang ganda ng labas. Sisisi ko guys, so bakit hindi ko dinala yung long coat ko, bakit? Kasi ano, ang lamig. Ang ganda ng ano. So ito lang yung suot ko na tayo. Oh, ito pala yung sinuot ko kanina. Sinuot ko ngayon ay bibili ng ating asawa. Kahapon. Nag-ikot-ikot kami dito sa market. Dito parang market ba? Ayun. Bili naman niya ako ng hoodie. May nag-picture taking doon. Picture taking doon sa kabila na hotel. May nag-picture taking. So, binili to ng asawa ko kahapon, itong hoodie, kasi yung dala ko na damit guys ay hindi siya pang lamig. Nagdala ko ng dress, tapos ano pa ba? Basta hindi pwede isuot dito kasi malamig. So, ayun. Tapos yung asawa ko ay tulog na tulog siya sa loob ng kwarto. Tulog na tulog kasi napagod siya sa aming trip kanina, kasi 2 hours kaming nasa lake na cruise ship. Tapos malamig din. And then hindi kami nag-dinner, hindi kami nag-lunch. Kumain lang kami kanina ng kumain na kami kanina ng breakfast, tapos yun lang, nag-breakfast kami ng 10 and 9:30 I think. Nag-breakfast kami ng 9:30, tapos nag-ikot-ikot sa buong Geneva town, and then yun lang. Tapos hindi na kami nag-lunch, tapos naman na lang kami makakain. Mag-ano na lang kami na yan, ang tawag dito, dinner kami sa parang seafoods restaurant. Doon na lang kami kakain. Bali, ano na namin yung dinner, lunch at saka dinner, pag-isahin. Yeah, ito yung my view for today. And then tomorrow guys, alis na kami dito. Uwi na kami. Balik na kami ng Iowa. Kung malamig dito guys, mas malamig sa Iowa. Maganda naman itong tempo. Overlooking talaga sa lake. Pag lover kayo, maganda ito kasi overlooking siya sa lake. Pero yung room, maganda naman. Ang hindi maganda dito sa kanila ay yung pillows. Yung una na hindi maganda na gamitin pag natutulog. Ang sakit sa ulo. Yun. So, mga tao doon sa may tao doon sa baba. Nagluloko. Dami. Talaga guys, grabe.